Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Optic Wolf 115, and we have a problem. We have a huge problem. America's been had a huge problem, but this just takes the cake. I don't even know if this takes the cake, but this is like definitely like a big FU to Americans because I just found out that basically the government turned off my EBT because I'm joining school full time, which means now I'm going to have to pull out of school in order to keep my EBT. And anybody who knows me knows that I definitely need it. You feel me? Like, I'm disabled now. I can't really do shit outside of the house. Like, I can't even walk to the store sometimes without having issues with my bowel movement and my legs and stuff. Like, I'm in harm's way. I am definitely not the way I was back, like, a couple of years ago before this shit started. um and even then I had problems, but I could manage for the most part. But anyway, they turned it off for students who are doing full time. Now, what does this mean? That I have a chance of switching all of my classes to part time. I already missed class, like I missed my start date for I think it was last month. And so now I'm supposed to start sometime later this month. But it's pretty stupid because now it's dependent on what type of student you are. I see this as a huge problem because it's it's basically encouraging people who want to do something with their life, even if they're disabled or whatever, is basically giving them the finger, you know? And it doesn't really make sense because even people who do like halftime, like, what if they just change the rules for them too? And people like me who want to do full time, who want to, go that extra mile to get the degree and shit, and, like, and actually want to make a change for their life because of difficulties like this situation that I'm in. um, like, like, what is there for us? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one because I haven't been the only one for the longest time. Even when I was going to University of Arizona Global Campus, um, there were other students like me that was on EBT, uh, SSI, whatever. Like, we're just the students who had difficulties and shit. And I've been trying to go to school for, like, and trying to stay consistent in school for the longest time, man. Like, I went to all of Harvey. I went to Capella University. I went to University of Arizona Global Campus. Wait, yeah. University of Arizona Global Campus, and yeah. Now I'm going to school again. I won't say where because I'll tell you guys after the fact. Like, it's kind of not important, but I tell you what, it's just crazy. It's crazy to think that now, as if life in America wasn't enough, like wasn't hard enough. It just gets like it's almost like the government's being petty. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of Americans, including me, we we definitely aren't happy with how, like, the direction that America's going, and maybe it has nothing to do with that. I don't know, but it's sort of like life in America just sucks even more. Like it just keeps getting worse. Like, and I guess it sort of just goes back to what I was talking about a while ago, where I was basically talking about how like the government is like trying to kill people and shit. And I mean, here we go, I guess. Because if you think about it, like, how am I supposed to get the money for food now? Where like the only option I have now is like food pantries and shit, you know? And it's just kind of wild. It basically means, and since I haven't started this class coming up, which I forget when it is, I think it's supposed to be like on the 26th or something like that. Um, I'm gonna have to tell my school to just basically like, cancel it, or at least reduce my financial aid, or something like that, and just do like 6 months to a year of school, and then that's it. Um, Either that or just cancel it altogether. I just found this out too from the providers app. So it's like, wow. So I'm already in debt. There's nothing, like, I don't know what I can do now. You know what I mean? And it's just rough. It's just rough. And it just gets worse. Like, I don't even understand why I'm going through this. And I know there's other people going through the same thing right now. Because, like I said, when I was going to school, there was a lot of other people going through like similar situations, as me. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? And here's the thing, too, you get no warning. They don't warn you about this until after the fact. Like, I bet you next week I'll be getting a letter in the mail talking about it. And I'm like, wow, I already owe some money, now for, basically borrowing food. And now I'm in debt. I kept records of everything that I've like taken and stuff. In fact, I got about like 4 Arizonas left. That's about it. I have no more food except for 1 can of peas and I guess these little condiments. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But all I can really say is that it sucks. Um, the department, I'm guessing it's the Department of Agriculture. Whoever is in control of SNAP benefits and SSI and all that shit. They need to really rethink this. This makes no sense. You know, the way I see it, or the way it really is like they it's like once you're borrowing from the government, you're it seems to me at least that you're just you're one of the Americans that the government doesn't care for anymore, you know? And it used to be where, like, it was this thing that you should get if you definitely needed help. Now they're just like packing on restrictions onto it, like they're just definitely not trying to help Americans out. That's how I see it. Because then, and even though I could just become a part-time student, like, this restriction came out of nowhere. They literally just stopped my EBT for the month, So, like, who's to say by, like, a couple months down the line, or hell, even, sooner than that, they just decide, if you're a student, we're taking away your benefits. It doesn't make sense, because to be a student, you have to go through years, or even a few months to graduate, to become whatever you want to become. Now you don't have that option anymore. It's like they're just like restricting it, restricting it, restricting it. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, um that's enough of me complaining for the day. Is just, I found out about this, literally read it out, and I was just like, how does that make any sense at all? You're restricting someone who wants to become something that, try to elevate their life, even though they've been through hardships and shit. You feel me? Like, and now you want to restrict them and take away their benefits, even though that's what's helping them excel. That's what's helping them exceed, like, as they try to become a productive citizen in society. And so, to me, it's just crazy. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about it, you know, and don't let all of this fool you. Just because I have a gaming chair and a microphone and all that shit, that does not mean that I'm rich. All right. I just had I had a few jobs up to this point, and now I'm disabled. I can't work anymore until I get my digestive tract whatever fixed. And I also had some help from my mom too. Like, right after I got disabled, and I decided that I wanted to, invest more money into becoming a content creator. And, you know, now I want to develop a game in college. Like, I want to be a game developer. And seems like that dream's about to get crushed, at least for the time being. And that's crazy. But whatever. I'll see you guys later. Love you.